You gotta be nimble to fuck on a bitch. I don't
Kennedy
know.
be nimble. Kennedy be quick.
Kennedy sew on a finger to the light of a candlestick.
Candlesticks will retain the life that your finger has.
Yeah. Candlesticks will they'll make it so that the nurse can see when you're sewing on. When the finger's being sewed on.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I thought of a funny bit for us to begin this one with, where we say Happy 4th of July and then A-Rab Money is playing underneath it.
I was thinking about that song.
We're getting A-Rab Money
because it's so fucking insane.
It's crazy. We getting A-Rab Money. That is crazy that happened.
Yeah. You think they wrote that because they took one trip to Dubai and they were like, yo, everywhere's like this over here?
I don't know if Dubai was like the cultural, for lack of a better word, the cultural mecca that it is now. I think Dubai was kind of nothing back then. It was probably UAE, if I had to guess.
Yeah. Took a trip to UAE and everyone's like, no wonder why they're going to war over there. This place is awesome.
Is UAE awesome?
I don't know.
I've heard bad, good.
I've heard it's like, it's like the Great Wall of China.
Oh, where it's like you shouldn't go, but you can.
It's like impressive. But how it was built is quite concerning.
Yeah.
Is like the whole bit with that. It's same thing with Dubai. Is like
sure.
They're both like.
I mean, like, I feel like just to have the experience. I mean, it's the same reason I want to go to North Korea. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I know that there's bad people.
Well, I mean, that's a little different because
Yeah.
North Korea isn't viewed as like this place of luxury, you know.
Sure, but like it is allegedly evil. We don't know. I've never been, you know. So like, allegedly,
I can never tell unless I've been. So.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, the American media, you know, it's funny to think like the American media is lying about everything except for North Korea. This is the one thing I believe.
I believe that North Korea is what the American media tells me about it. And I don't know what they tell me about it because they haven't really talked about them in a while, honestly.
I didn't know North Korea was largely farmland.
Yeah.
Like they are like living a primitive society. When I hear about the book Hard to Be a God, where it's like a society that can't hard to be a god, they can't advance past medieval times, right? Okay, that's what I think North Korea is. Like they just, I mean, they've advanced past medieval times, but like, yeah, they're all serfs. It seems like, I don't know. If you're in North Korea listening to this podcast, number one, I love you, beautiful. Number two, how? I'm impressed, honestly.
Yeah. Actually, don't say how, so that your
don't say
method
how.
doesn't
Yeah.
get fucked up.
Yeah. Maybe call us.
Yeah. Direct message or something. Yeah, well, maybe not direct message. I don't know. Like some Signal.
I don't know what you're gonna do if you
we can
live
get
in
on
North
Signal
Korea
about
and
it.
you listen to this. I don't know what you're gonna do, but I love you.
Yeah,
I love you very much.
Get out of there. Go to South Korea. I've heard it's cool. Actually,
further
never
questioning
been, so
for
I can't
you.
tell.
For further questioning for you, if you're listening to this in North Korea, have you heard the song "A-Rab Money" by Busta Rhymes?
Yeah.
I suggest if you can listen to this podcast, you could probably go listen to that real quick.
Yeah, I would recommend.
Highly recommend.
If you've never listened to any music before and you're in North Korea, I'd suggest "A-Rab Money" by Busta Rhymes.
And then after that, you got to listen to "Honorable Mention," the song we're talking about on our Fall Out Boy podcast today. I'm Carson. Pronouns are he, him.
Same thing. We're back. Welcome.
You seem exhausted, dude.
Dude, I am. You think all this got in here by itself?
Yeah, dude. Jesus. You live by yourself now.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You know, it's kind of inconvenient timing because it's AV winter and most of my jobs are AV jobs. So there's not really a lot going on.
Fuck.
So it's been DoorDash world, but
fun.
You know, yeah.
DoorDash world.
Yeah. I don't
You've been
hate
putting
it.
signs up too or no? Occasionally?
Been trying to sell the franchise. So like, I haven't been putting that much effort into it, but sometimes people will order and then I have to go do it. But
damn.
Yeah.
Is it winter for that too?
No. It's just not getting a lot of business because I don't market it at all because I don't have time.
Nice.
Which is pretty cool.
That is actually cool to not market your business and still get
like one
customers.
Order a month.
Yeah, one order a month. Yeah, that is crazy.
Pretty baller.
Hey, it's better than what I'm doing.
Yeah.
DJing emo nights for money. I'm turning that shit into Boiler Room though. It's gonna look crazy in there.
Yeah.
I already got some transitions figured out. Ooh. I'm gonna pop off in there, Dawson.
We're about to go from I Write Sins Not Tragedies into A-Rab Money.
Not a bad idea, honestly. Not a terrible idea.
I think it would be really funny to try and play A-Rab Money to an emo night crowd. They'd be like, what the hell?
What the fuck am I listening
What
to?
the hell is going on here?
Just for the bit, that'd be awesome. I am doing a Mad City Into the Reason by Hoobastank. Yuck, boom, 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 boom,
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Me when I just want you to know.
Yeah. That song is crazy because it's about cheating on your partner and then being like, no, but like it's cool.
Yeah, it's
like it's actually fine that I did.
It's actually cool though. You know, I found a reason for me. The reason was that I got a big old boner one night, and I got
a big old boner one night, and I had to do something about it, and I feel really bad. So the reason is you.
Yeah, it's your fault actually. So
yeah,
I'm not a perfect person.
There's many things I wish I didn't do. But I continue boning.
I don't mind that song, but the
Crawling in the Dark is just so much better.
I'm not familiar with Crawling
with the Hoobastank discography. You're telling me you don't know the other Hoobastank song?
I'm telling you that I've only heard the one Hoobastank song.
Crawling in the Dark is like sort of like if like System of a Down was more boring. But I think that song's awesome.
Yeah.
Show me what it's for. Let me understand it. I've been crawling in the dark, looking for the answer.
I just always think about
if you're curious.
Thank you. I just always think about the Todd in the Shadows clip where, like, I think he talked about that song on like a worst list.
The Reason?
Yeah.
Oh.
And he was like, listen, as the lead singer of Hoobastank comes up with the words to say that he never meant to do those things to you. And then he plays the clip where he goes, I never meant to do those things to you. Listen, as he finds the words and labors to describe how he's not a perfect person. And it's like, you know what, Todd, you kind of do got a point. He's not really doing much there.
Yeah, he's not. That guy's an interesting looking cat. He looks like John Cusack, hilariously.
Yeah, you know what?
A little bit. He does look like John Cusack.
Yeah. What's his name again? It's like
I think it's Freddie Fourfinger.
I'm pretty sure
I think his name is Freddie Firefighter.
I don't think it's Freddie Firefighter.
I think it's Freddie Firefighter.
I'm pretty sure it's one of those like two first name guys. Hoobastank. Terrible.
Where his name is like
name.
Josh Carey.
Doug Robb.
That's so much
Rob
funnier
with
than
two B's.
That's so much funnier than I could ever come up with, man.
Doug Rob.
The other day when I was in Publix, there was there's a guy in the produce section who was not white, whose name was Doug, and I was like, "What are you doing here?"
Hey man, how'd you get here?
I was like, "Why?" If you chose that name, because your real name was too hard to pronounce, why? Go with something less funny.
Yeah, what's up, guys? My name is Doug.
Yeah. Can you imagine a Vietnamese guy named Doug?
Yeah, honestly.
It was crazy. I felt like I was having a stroke.
It's kind of funny.
What is happening?
His
real name could be Doug. I don't know, but I doubt it. I highly doubt it.
It's kind of funny though, because apart from white people, the second most prolific volume of Dougs in a race is typically Asian people.
There's Asian people named Doug?
Yeah, there's
I guess Doug Rob
Doug
from
Rob.
Hoobastank, yeah. But his name is Doug Rob, which is way funnier. You see the opportunity to name your kid Doug Rob, you take it.
Yeah.
God,
only
Rob
second
is
to Rob.
Robert Rob.
Yeah, Robert Rob.
That's the worst last name in history.
Yeah.
ROBB.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Rob. I'm gonna rob you.
I'm gonna rob you.
My name is Doug Rob, and I'm gonna rob you.
My friend Chandler, who's definitely not listening to this, if he is, it would be very funny. He tried to DJ under the name Rob Store for a little while. I was like, why? I was like, it's not good.
Rob Store.
I was like, why? Why Rob Store? I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm DJ Rob Store. Don't get any ideas.
Don't get any ideas. Rob is such a funny name.
Yeah, I know a Rob. We both know a Rob.
Who?
Jack. Jack Kern.
His name is fucking Rob, isn't it?
His first name is
Jack,
Robert.
Jack, text me when you hear this. Sorry, Rob, text me when you hear this.
Bob, hit me up when you hear this.
Are you saying that the percentage of Asian people named Doug, maybe they don't have an O in their name? It's like D-U-G? Because that's believable.
No, I'm saying like D-O-U-G.
Oh, okay.
Doug is less common across all demographics, like D-U-G.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
It's a terrible fucking name.
Yeah.
Douglas?
Terrible.
Hello, Douglas.
Hello, everyone. My name is Douglas.
I'm killing you. I'm throwing you in the woods.
What's up, guys? My name is Douglas. Shut the fuck up, Douglas.
Hi, good to meet you, Douglas.
Good to meet you, man. My name is Douglas. There's no cool way to say
what's up, dude?
Douglas.
Yeah, no, I've been coming here for a little while. My name's Douglas.
Like, you gotta go by a nickname at some point, or your middle name.
You gotta call yourself like Gun.
So my name is Gun.
I'm Gun.
Real name Douglas.
My real name is Douglas.
My real name is Douglas.
All right, well, the song we're doing today is Honorable Mention. Here's a snippet of it.
And it's over.
Just like that, it's over.
So
Just
over.
like that, it's over. We got to stop talking about Doug Rob and Hoobastank. We really do. I don't want to. Keep in mind, I'd rather just do a Hoobastank episode.
I would too.
This song is maybe the worst one I've heard from this batch. And it sucks because it's the opening track. I feel like if you were given Evening Out with your girlfriend and you heard this and you were like, this sucks, and shut it off, maybe you never checked out Take This to Your Grave.
Yeah.
Which obviously, if you didn't check out Take This to Your Grave, why would you check out From Under the Cork Tree?
Yeah.
I have like local music brain with this, where like you've even shown me some local bands where I've been like, and then I've never gone back to see if they got better.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, the first two Dowboys EPs are garbage. They're bad, poorly recorded, poorly written. poorly performed.
Sorry, all the Animal Tetris fans out there, but
Yeah, you guys gotta wake up.
you guys got to knock it off.
You guys gotta stop. But I mean, I appreciate you, but you gotta stop.
Get real. Grow up.
Grow up.
It's not 2017 anymore or whatever that was.
I don't
Grow
know.
up.
Grow up, bro. Anyway.
Kill yourself.
First grow up, then kill yourself.
Then come back and grow up again.
Only to die again.
Yeah. Die of old age, you pussy.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I just have local music brain of this like being passed around, the circles of the Chicago music scene.
And then hearing this song and being like, wow,
Yeah.
Boy Band is kind of ass.
I hate the John Cusack line. I really don't like it.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck the deal is with that.
Yeah,
Like,
he's got to stop saying it. There are all right songs on this EP.
Growing Up is really good.
Growing Up's great.
Yeah.
Growing Up's a good ass song.
I think it's crazy how this song and the version of Growing Up that we listened to were recorded around the same time, and Patrick sounds so much worse on this song.
I know. Well, maybe when they did Believers Never Die, they were like able to tune him or something like that.
Maybe.
Because this is not tuned.
No.
It's rough. It's real rough.
It's not tuned, and I mean, it's very.
He sounds like a little boy.
Sounds like a little boy.
Yeah.
There was apparently a producer on this, Jared Logan.
You wouldn't guess it, but yeah.
Jared Logan, the producer, has done this and a whole bunch of bullshit.
Oh yeah, feed it to me.
Just like.
Did he do Hoobastank?
He
the
did not
band
do
before Hoobastank
He did
with
not-
the U?
No.
Hoobastank?
Not Hoobastank
Okay.
or Who Dug Stank. Or he didn't do any of
After
those.
he'd get laid, they'd be like, "Who dug stank last night?"
He did. It seems like he just mostly did stuff like locally. Because he also did a Project Rocket album.
Oh, and Project Rocket did a split with Fallout Boy.
Yeah.
Fallout Boy.
Yes. And then he did a Christian album by this artist Davy Flowers.
Oh, okay.
I
I was about to be like, "Who's Christian?" But you got to it too quickly.
Yeah.
Davy Flowers, sort of the Christian Davy Havoc.
The Christian Davi Vanity.
Jesus. Talk about a guy we're gonna kill.
Yeah, so
Davi
true.
Vanity, you're on the hit list, man.
Davi Vanity, if I ever see you in public, I'm fucking beating the shit out of you, brother.
He's got to be
He's got to be like 5'2". Like there's no shot.
I'd say 5'5", and honestly, like maybe built kind of like at this point he has nothing to do but work out. He's not playing shows.
That doesn't mean he's working out.
I mean, in my mindset, when I'm not playing shows, I'm working out.
Davi Vanity height. Yeah, looks 5'4". You were pretty close.
Wow, I was close. I was closer than you were.
Yeah.
5'4",
5'4". I mean,
and he was a pedophile. Like, pick a struggle, brother.
Yeah, you either got to be
Come
short
on.
or a pedophile. You got to pick
Yeah.
one, and hopefully you pick the first
If
one.
you're like 6'7" and a pedophile, it's like, all right. If you're 5'4" and you're a pedophile, it's like, come on.
Just feel like going to court for like being arrested for pedophilia. The judge looks at you. He's like, "Yeah, you're tall enough.
You're tall as shit. Yeah.
You're tall as shit. You're free to go."
In court for pedophilia, and the judge is like, she's like, why are we here? You're so tall.
You're so tall. Get back out there. Davi Vanity walks in, dude. Life sentence, death row,
Under the jail.
You're too short.
Yeah.
You are not tall enough to be a pedophile.
Life sentence, no parole, Leavenworth prison.
Car battery to the nipples.
Yeah. The Aryan Brotherhood. You're too gay to join the Aryan Brotherhood, so
Shaving off your dumbass scene kid haircut.
He did.
He did.
I remember like a post cancellation picture of him where he was bald, which is just kind of the move that every like person who gets like canceled does. Like I feel like they just all shave their head.
Yeah, it's like, damn, I did this fucked up thing. I gotta make a change. It's like the canceled to bald and ripped pipeline.
Yeah.
It's like, hey man, I'm glad you're ripped, but did you do anything else? It's like, hey guys, I'm back and I'm buff as shit. It's like, hey, cool, you still a pedophile? implies that the pedophilic urges are in their hair. Like Samson. Pedophilic urges.
All of Samson from the Bible strength is in his hair.
Samson from the Bible, or all the pedophilia is stored in like their fat stomach. So they got to get rid of both just to make sure. Got to cover all their bases.
Didn't work for Jared Fogle.
No.
Yeah.
That guy's still in jail, I think.
I thought he is dead.
Really?
Is Jared Fogle alive?
That'd be cool if he was dead.
I think it's definitely funnier if he's dead. I don't know if it's cooler.
He's alive.
How old is he?
47.
That's it?
Yeah.
Jared Fogle's only 47?
John Cusack is older than him.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Should we talk about this song? We're putting it off a lot.
Yeah. I mean,
you just looked up how old Jared Fogle was. You didn't. I don't know.
We're.
I like the idea that Subway takes years off your life. Like he would be older if he didn't eat Subway.
He was born in the 50s, but somehow he's
Subway
47.
made him look like he was born in the 80s.
So Subway knocked like 20 years off his life. It was crazy, but not in the bad way where like he's going to die sooner.
Yeah, in a cool way.
In a cool way where he woke up and he knew, I'm a year younger.
Cool, dope way. I realized the other day that my younger aunt, like my dad's sister, is going to be 50, like kind of soon. And I was like, whoa.
Damn.
Time moves so quickly.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, I'll be 30 in less than 2 years.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great.
And I'll be fucking epic in 2 years.
I think you'll be married in a year in the suburbs. Kid on the way in 3.
And where will you be? Will you be dancing out in California?
That poor guy.
He seems to be taking it pretty good.
He's taking it pretty good. He looks so much like our friend Derek Zanetti that we toured with.
Yeah.
He looks like a younger Zanetti. And it trips me out hard.
I got a lot of respect for him though, because he was out there passionate about it, you know?
Yeah.
Doing it.
It just sucks to write that song. Like,
yeah, I mean,
there's just something so like I don't know, like there's something so Hobo Johnson about it, but like also something so like I don't know, like embarrassingly like bright eyes about it, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know.
It's very this is the first time I've ever seen The World.
Yeah.
I just opened my eyes for the very first time.
Whoa, the woman I love is materialistic?
What the hell?
What the fuck? What the hell, man?
It kind of reminds me of
what
like
the hell, dude? Come on.
It is unfortunate how bad Morgan Wallen fucking sucks now, because Seven Summers is an amazing song.
Yeah.
But that song, the Married in a Year in the Suburbs song, whatever it's called, that's just like a worse Seven Summers.
Yeah.
Like, Seven Summers is like so poetic with how it talks about the passage of time and everything. And then he's just like, you'll be married with children and I fucking won't.
Because I'm an artist, man.
I'm an artist. I'm a kid with a dream.
You're gonna live in the suburbs, which is terrible.
Which is fucking gay and stupid, and I hate that.
The suburbs are gay and safe.
And I'll be in California dancing.
I'll be in California dancing, man. I'll be in South Central LA.
I'll be on my tippy toes.
Yeah. A white man. I'll be visiting Compton.
I love to pimp a butterfly.
Nipsey Hussle. Did I ever tell you about that guy I worked with? The white dude
Nipsey
I worked
Hussle?
with. Yeah, when I worked with Nipsey Hussle.
Wow.
There's a white guy I worked with who didn't know who Nipsey Hussle was when he died. And then like 3 months later, I saw him like on Crenshaw Boulevard, like in a Nipsey Hussle shirt. And I was like,
oh my God.
I was like, what did I do to you? I was like, I'm not even that big of a fan, but I was just like, oh yeah, Nipsey Hussle died. And he was like, who? This white guy I worked with. And then cut
to Crenshaw Boulevard. Wearing a Nipsey Hussle
the whitest guy you've ever seen.
I wonder what the
Crenshaw Boulevard.
I wonder what the residents of that area were. I wonder what their reaction was when they saw it.
Crazy.
They're like, damn.
There's probably an Erewhon there now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, I do think it's funny that let's get back to honorable mention. I do think it's funny that when he says the line, I got an honorable mention, there's like a guitar hit or a drum hit that takes out the honor part. And you just kind of hear honorable mention. It's like, what'd you say?
What was that?
The title of the song? Like,
did you just say the title of the song?
Do we know if this is a Pete written song or a Patrick written song?
This is a Pete written song.
Ugh.
The description on Genius claims that this is Pete writing this about trying to get a girl to like him, but continuously saying and doing things that make him look stupid. And the funny part is below that, which is when the annotator breaks character and says, "This is a very rough song, largely inspired by the classic teen romance Say Anything, starring John Cusack," which I haven't seen Say Anything. I don't
plan on it. I think I've absorbed it through cultural osmosis.
I can imagine that the plot of that movie is that John Cusack says a bunch of dumb things in an attempt to get a girl to like him, which is why he brings up John Cusack.
He brings a boombox to her house and he holds it over his head.
Oh, that's that movie?
And I think the song playing is honorable mention by Fall Out Boy.
Oh, okay.
It's a real weird thing.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
The song is like, I could be your John Cusack, and it's John Cusack holding it.
And then it's
very strange.
The girl's like, who the fuck is John Cusack? Because you're this character in this movie, not John Cusack.
Yeah.
Yeah, even with that like knowledge of what the song is kind of based on, it just doesn't work.
Yeah, I just don't like it very much.
It just don't work. Like it's the melody in the chorus is really fucking weird. And like
the melody in the chorus is very strange.
It's not catchy at all, and how the lines are metered out is really awkward. And then
yeah, I agree with that.
Everything like focuses in on this "I can be your John Cusack" line, and it's just not really that powerful of a line, especially now that Say Anything, the movie, doesn't really have that much cultural relevance anymore. Which is like, that's a product of the time, just writing about stuff that's new and popular and everything. Well, not even. How new was that movie when this?
I'm gonna say it was not quite 20 years, but it was not quite 15 years. I'm gonna say it was like 11 years old.
1989, and then record came out in 2003. So not too far off, like 14 years,
12,
but
something 14.
Yeah. Even at that point, I mean, like, I remember that boombox scene like being brought up a lot.
Yeah, in film school. Like
10 years ago.
They're like, look at the way he's holding that boombox. That's exactly the way a character would do it.
I can't say we ever talked about Say Anything in film school.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Like, not in between like Godard and Brian De Palma, there wasn't a Say Anything mention in there.
No, there was a class that was
Shitty movies.
Just learning how to hold a boombox over your head like John
Boombox
Cusack
holding.
and say anything.
Cusack boombox holding 203.
Yeah, it was full though. I couldn't get in.
Oh yeah, of course.
It filled up instantly. Like I woke up at the right time and everything to try and register, and they just like boomed me on it. I couldn't get in.
I would love for there to be a school and film class that's just dog shit movies people who were kids in the 80s like.
Yeah.
Like I do like that idea. It does tickle me quite a bit.
It would be interesting to look at it from the angle of like how tastes have changed over the years and everything.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you'd have to watch a bunch of shitty movies from the 80s.
Yeah,
that
true.
People don't like anymore.
I'm trying to think of like the ones that like do you think Breakfast Club is a good movie?
Yeah. Pretty good.
I think it's pretty good too.
Yeah.
Have you seen the other John Hughes movies?
You did Home Alone? Pretty sure he did Home Alone.
I don't know. Why do I think Home Alone is Zemeckis? It's definitely not. It's totally not Zemeckis.
It is absolutely not Zemeckis. Okay, John Hughes. He did Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh, well, that's a fucking phenomenal movie.
Yeah, that's a classic.
I'm more talking about like the knockoffs, like the John Hughes knockoffs that everyone still likes.
Oh, gotcha.
Like Babysitter's Club and like, do you think Ferris Bueller's Day Off is a good movie?
I haven't seen it.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's fine. Like, there's something about like me not like seeing it at a young enough age where like by the time I had watched it, like everyone had already made all the references to it.
Yeah.
Like I probably saw it for the first time in like 7th or 8th grade. And by then like Family Guy had parodied it, like The Simpsons had parodied it, like all that shit. Like it had like by the time I saw Ferris Bueller's Day Off, I was like I knew about Donka Shane at the end and like everything else. So the car, like, you know, so I kind of thought it was whatever.
I think it's, I didn't know that.
Now Spaceballs, that's a real movie right there.
I haven't seen
Talk about a real movie, a real life 80s movie.
Real life balls. What the fuck is that actor's name? Alan Ruck.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. Like, I didn't know Alan Ruck was in that movie until after I had watched all of Succession.
Yeah.
And, like, he looks old as shit in Succession.
Yeah, he looks old as dick in that movie.
And
I mean, in that show.
And I just thought, like, there was no way that he would be young enough to pass as, like, a high schooler back when Ferris Bueller came out. And then he's just the other lead in that movie.
Yeah.
Which was kind of funny to me.
Yeah.
But apart from that, and like Deadpool referencing it at the end of the first movie, I don't really know that much about it. My dad will sometimes, like, if he's waiting on an answer from a group of people who just go Bueller, and it's like awesome.
Bueller.
I hardly know.
Fry. Yeah.
Yeah, I probably need to watch it.
It's whatever.
It is kind of.
You actually don't have to. Do you like Back to the Future?
Yeah.
Okay.
Great movie.
I just think that like the 80s is such a weird time for like artsy movies and like weirder movies because they kind of come back in the 90s. Like Robert Altman like has like a second wind in his career in the 90s and shit like that. But like in the 80s, like I don't know, it's just a bunch of like stupid garbage. it's a lot of
we're good in the 80s, you know.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, like Roadhouse.
Yeah,
like my dad was like super excited to see the new Roadhouse with Jake Gyllenhaal, and I was like why? And he's like, because I loved Roadhouse. And I was like, I mean, yeah, it's stupid. And he's like, no, it's a good movie. And I was like, I don't think it is. I was like, I think just you being a kid in the 80s tricked you into thinking that.
I can't lie. I watched Roadhouse, I think last year with some friends for the first time.
It rips.
I fucking loved it.
Yeah, it rips. It's just so stupid.
Oh, yeah. But that's why it's awesome.
Ghost.
I haven't seen Ghost.
Terrible movie. Ghost is so bad.
I'm not planning on watching Ghost.
Just like anything of that nature where it's like cheesy 80s like romance thing that tricks you into it being a good movies are just bad in the 80s, I think. I'm just gonna say it. Anyway.
I think movies are things you can watch.
I agree. They're good.
Awesome.
You see anything in the theater recently?
No, I haven't had time.
You haven't seen 28 Years yet?
I'm probably going to like next week, maybe.
Well, Superman's next week. So.
True. I mean, I might just...
Good luck not seeing Superman.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I need to see Superman, 28 Years in Life of Chuck.
I loved Life of Chuck.
Those are the three that I need to see.
I saw Jurassic World Rebirth the other day, so I could see the Odyssey trailer in IMAX.
Yeah.
And also because I love dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
And my very good friend Sam, who I just took a phone call from,
mm-hmm.
loves dinosaurs and loves Jurassic Park and knows the lore very well.
Mm-hmm.
The Jurassic Park lore very well. And we were in a packed theater. Opening day, I saw Jurassic World Rebirth opening day. We're in a packed theater and not a single joke landed in that movie.
Damn.
It was actually unbelievable. Like it was actually the craziest thing I've ever been a part of. Is like not a single one laughed.
God damn it.
Nary a chuckle.
God damn it, Gareth Evans.
Edwards.
Gareth Edwards.
Gareth Evans, I think, is a different guy. That's it. That is a crazy name, Gareth. Like it is like your parents wanted to name you Garth and they just threw an E in there.
The nurse misheard you.
Garth.
It's so... I want Gareth Edwards to make a good movie.
You don't think Monsters is good?
I haven't seen Monsters. I want him to make another good movie.
I thought Monsters was really good. Monsters is very good, actually.
Yeah, I mean... But his last two movies were Jurassic World Rebirth and The Creator. And then before that, it was Rogue One and Godzilla.
The Creator's a good movie.
I agree.
I forgot he did that. The Creator's actually a great movie.
The Creator is good. I just wish
the movie had me screaming, crying, throwing up at the end of it.
I wish the script was better. Is my thing.
Oh.
Like I think it's just not written that well, despite the fact that it looks amazing. And
it does look incredible.
The vibes are great in that movie.
I think it's written fine.
It's for the
John David Washington is such a compelling lead.
Oh yeah,
that he kind of sells the shittiness of the script.
Yeah, but I mean, unfortunately, he's not the only guy saying words in that movie.
Sturgill Simpson, for some reason.
Yeah, I didn't mind him showing up.
I thought he was great. Actually,
I thought he was great.
I think he's really good in that movie.
and
there's like two human characters, and he's one of them.
Yeah, and then Rogue One, I do like now. Now that I've seen,
I like Rogue One. I've always liked Rogue One.
Oh well, you should watch Andor, because then you'll like Rogue One even more.
No,
I'm
not gonna do that.
You are. Listen.
It's just he's nowhere near my favorite character in that movie.
Yeah, but
I don't like him as an actor. I don't
like Diego Luna?
Not really, no.
What? He's so great.
He's fine.
What have you seen him in?
That.
In Rogue One and anything else?
No. I didn't like him in Rogue One.
Listen,
I thought he was fine.
Listen, that's the thing though. Andor is
That's
written.
the thing about this movie. He comes back.
He comes back. But Andor is written by the same guy who wrote Rogue One. And like
Jonathan Rogue?
No.
Oh.
He's fucking God damn it. Can't remember his fucking name because I'm stupid. Tony Gilroy.
Tony Gilroy? They flew in a Gilroy?
Yeah, they
got Gilroy? They flew in a Gilroy?
They got a Gilroy.
Wow. Okay.
They got a Gilroy on that. They got a Gilroy on that. Executive producer of Nightcrawler.
Oh.
Brother to Dan Gilroy, who directed Nightcrawler. And also the other Gilroy, who edited Nightcrawler.
The Gilroy, the brothers Gilroy, of
the
course.
brothers Gilroy. They're great, man.
What has Dan Gilroy done since Nightcrawler?
He did this lawyer movie with Denzel Washington, Roman J. Israel Esquire. And apart from that, I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure he's done something. I would like for him to do more. Oh, fuck. He did that movie Velvet Buzzsaw, and that was the last movie he directed.
I hated that movie.
That movie fucking sucked.
It was kind of fun, but it also sucked.
It sucked so much ass.
Jake Gyllenhaal being a weird gay guy in that movie was kind of awesome. But
yeah, it's always
the only thing
great.
I remember.
It's always great watching Jake Gyllenhaal in something.
Buzzsaw. Fuck you, man.
That's the last.
I'm looking at an
movie
imaginary camera right now. Fuck you, Dan Gilroy.
Dan Gilroy hasn't done any other movies since Velvet Buzzsaw. Has
he will
done
never
TV?
work in Hollywood again.
That would be so crazy if that was the case, because that was a Netflix exclusive.
Yeah. Maybe he's gonna take 10 years between every movie like Jonathan Glazer. Yeah.
Maybe. It better fucking be worth it, because Velvet Buzzsaw sucked ass.
Did you see the thing I retweeted where it was an article where Jonathan Glazer was like, my next movie isn't going to take 10 years. It'll probably be out sometime next year.
Mm-hmm.
And the quote tweet on it was like the fingers crossed emoji. It was like, please say Marvel. Please say Marvel.
Oh, that's funny.
It was really good.
That's funny.
From the director that brought you the Zone of Interest.
Ant-Man 4.
Ant-Man 5.
From the director that brought you the Zone of Interest.
And Under the Skin.
Man. Captain America 6.
Captain America, the Fountainhead. They just do a different shitty book that conservatives like.
Holy, that's a great bit. Please say Marvel.
For the people that brought you Schindler's List.
Marvel 80.
From the director of Sophie's Choice, Avengers Secret Wars.
From the director of a Serbian film, Iron Man 8. He's back.
I'm laughing so hard. Oh my God. Oh.
Okay, so it turns out Dan Gilroy has done a couple things since Velvet Buzzsaw. He wrote on one episode of New Verse Creative, which whatever the fuck that is.
What's that?
I don't know. And then he wrote 6 episodes of Andor over the 2 seasons.
Oh.
And he has a couple things in development. Apparently he's working on a Miami Vice movie.
Another one?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the Colin Farrell Miami Vice movie?
Mm-mm.
Oh my God. I'll watch that with you. Because he says things like there are lines that Colin Farrell says in that movie that it's like it's the first time he spoke words as a human being. It's
awesome.
Bizarre. It's awesome too.
Yeah.
It's a fucking
I've
great
heard it's a
movie.
great movie. It's that
Yeah.
and I almost watched Heat one night, but it was like 1 a.m.
You haven't seen Heat?
No, I haven't.
I'm going to kill you. I'm actually going to kill you.
Listen, it was 1 a.m. and it's a 3-hour movie. And it's like, do I want to be up till 4?
I'll come over here to watch Heat with you.
Okay.
I'll come over here. We'll watch Heat. We'll watch Miami Vice and Ferris Bueller's Day Off and The Zone of Interest.
I haven't seen
It'll be
any
the
of those
scariest
movies.
day of your life.
You know, I started watching The Zone of Interest one night and I was already kind of tired and I fell asleep.
Oh, can I read you something funny Amber said last night?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. She's right next to me. So I had to write this down. She last night while she was making herself dinner, she said, "It's good to have fruit while you're cooking so you don't get angry."
So true. What does that even mean?
We'll give her a chance to defend herself.
I get pissed. Like, I just get mad. You're hungry because you don't have food, and then you have to make the food. It's embarrassing. So you have fruit, and then you eat the fruit, and you're like, well, I have something. Yeah.
All right.
It's good to have fruit while you cook so you don't get angry.
Jesus, we've not talked about this song at all.
This sucks. This
one
sucks.
blows. I hate it.
It blows it not even in a cool way. Like, they got a producer and it doesn't sound like he fucking did anything other than just press record, which is the worst kind of producer you can ever get. Apart from one who doesn't even show up.
Yeah. We've both had those before.
Yeah. Dominic Maduri.
Dominic Maduri.
Notorious guy who doesn't show up or care.
Trying to think of more Holocaust movies to do the bit. From the writer of The Diary of Anne Frank. Dr. Doom.
From the director of All Quiet on the Western Front, Squirrel Girl.
That might actually happen. Like that's feasible, I think.
I need to watch that.
From the people that brought you Come and See.
Venom 4.
What if the fourth Venom movie is called Venom Come and See? And the cover is Venom with the face that the kid has. A forlorn Venom.
He's got a penance stare now, and his face just morphs into that kid's face.
All right. Well, the annotation on the line, and maybe next time I'll remember not to tell you something stupid like I'll never leave your side. Saying something stupid usually means something embarrassing to someone you like. I guess, man.
Sure.
In Say Anything, John Cusack has a noted habit of rambling on and trying to say everything at once, often leading to embarrassment, especially in front of the girl's father. He is also worried about the letter, C quote, that he wrote her and asks his friends if it's any good. Dear Diane, I'll always be there for you. All the love in my heart, Lloyd. I guess, man. So this movie is just a constant reference to Say Anything.
Maybe, which is awesome.
This song, I mean, I think I said this movie by accident.
I just think, like, the first thing I thought of when I heard that line was Something Stupid by Nancy Sinatra, which is a much better song.
You weren't thinking of I Might Say Something Stupid by Charlie XCX?
I wasn't, but also a great song and better than this song.
Also better than this song, even though it's like not even a minute long.
It's not even 2 minutes long.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It is over a minute. I also like the 1975 remix, even if it is a bit full of itself. But that's Matty Healy.
That's Matty Healy doing his thing, man.
He's doing his thing. I thought of that line, and then I was like, man, I could be listening to Something Stupid right now, and I'd have a much better time.
Yeah.
That
was awesome. Matty Healy at Glastonbury being like, I'm looking out at all of you, and I'm really thinking I am the best. Like, I was like, he rocks, man.
Dude, it was so funny.
He's so sick.
He's so awesome. I thought, people got really fucking mad at him on Twitter for that, and also being like, guys, we're not going to make political music anymore right before they played Love It If We Made It, where they flashed a bunch of, like, political imagery. And it's like, guys, you're falling for it again.
You're falling for the bait. This is the same thing as right before they did If You're If You're Too Shy?
Yeah.
Where he was like, by the way, I don't think it's a racist thing. And then the guitar went,
oh yeah, It's Not Living.
Yeah, that's right. It's Not Living.
By the way, I don't think
it's a racist thing to
It's so fun. People get so fucking mad at him, bro.
It's the best bit ever. It's so funny.
And then people were like, dude, this guy needs to fucking kill himself. And it's like, come on.
The worst one I saw was like, oh, his band hates him. I was like,
they planned it.
Are you stupid?
Bit. Do you know how live shows work? Do you think they just fucking like, do you think he signaled to the sound guy? It's like, hey, turn this guitar on so I can cut him off. And he did that instantly? Like, come on. Come on.
It's a shame he doesn't actually own Rina Samayawa's masters. Because if he did, I assume he'd set him on fire for fun.
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
I don't know what the deal with it was with all that. I know Rena got like really mad at him for something.
Was mad about the him talking about black pornography on Adam Friedland show. Because I guess everyone was mad at him for that.
I do remember everyone being mad at him for that.
For watching.
For mentioning a website.
For
which like
mentioning a black porn website.
Yeah.
Which like, I don't know. Maybe don't do that.
Yeah.
Because it is kind of like.
But also,
I guess in poor taste, but like,
do you know who Adam Friedland is?
Yeah.
You know what kind of podcast you're going to be listening to? Like, it's not like, you're talking about
you know what? I don't want to out myself for knowing some of the awful bits.
Yeah. Perhaps we shouldn't publicly defend Maddie Healy's appearance on the Adam Friedland show too much.
I'll defend Adam Friedland all I want.
I will too.
But it's a good show.
It's a good show.
Did you watch the latest episode with that guy from the like conservative podcast?
No, I didn't.
First of all,
I've seen clips of the Destiny episode, which are really funny because Destiny's so stupid.
Because he fucking fucks Destiny in the ass. Yeah, it's awesome. There's a part. I wanted to talk about this because I didn't know that video of Trump being explained who Ice Spice was real. I thought that was like, I didn't think it was AI, but I thought it was just like an edit.
Mm-hmm.
But like, there's a part where the guy that Adam Friedland interviews was like talking to Trump because they've had Trump on Nelk Boys, I think is the name of the podcast. They've had Trump on like 3 or 4 times, which is crazy. Like for Trump to just go on this stupid podcast with 3 idiots.
Yeah.
But the Steiny guy was like, yeah, you were trending higher than Ice Spice. And Trump goes, who the hell is Ice Spice? And he like sings part of Munch to him. And he's like, you haven't heard that song? He's like, no, but I like it. Like Trump was like, I like it.
Oh, God.
I didn't realize that was what it was. Like, I didn't realize it was real.
Funny.
He's so
I
fucking
hate that
funny.
He's so funny.
Who the hell is Ice Spice? It's like Emperor Palpatine asking.
Who the hell is Ice Spice? Unlimited
Spice.
Munch.
He ate it for lunch.
Oh, man.
I think we gotta wrap this up.
Yeah,
We're losing our minds.
You can tell this is a good song.
We're at 54 minutes. We could rate it and call it, dude.
That's
Like
so
we could
funny.
do it. We could just say fuck this song.
Let's see. Is there anything else to say? Like
no.
The lyrics are shit. The production is shit.
There's shit coming out of my ass.
There's shit coming out of my ass. The song only sounded half decent because of my sound bar.
Oh, you're
So
jostling the cable a little bit and it's going out.
Ugh.
And every time I look at the cable, I have to look at your dick and balls in your shorts. So,
Sorry, they're just hanging out. What can I say?
Yeah. Nice bulge, by the way, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I've been working on it for a while.
I've been stuffing, but not too much. So thank you.
I've been cutting down on the stuffing recently.
Yeah.
So
Cutting down on the stuffing.
but anyway, it only sounded like passable because I was playing it on a competent audio system. But like, if you're just listening to this on Spotify, well, ain't no way. Like the song does not sound that good, and the performances are not that great either. And Patrick sounds pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like comically so.
He sounds awful.
Yeah. It was we were kind of in awe of how
bad
he
it sounded. Yeah,
Um,
we were kind of like, "Whoa, dude,
like, that's Patrick,
that's Patrick,
Mr. Stump,
that's Stumpy,
that's the Stump Man,
that's Stumpy, that's Doug."
that's Doug,
Me when Hoobastank
Doug Walker,
That's me when Hoobastank comes on.
that's Doug,
That's Doug.
yo,
Doug. Dude, Hoobastank on Adam Friedland.
dude,
Ugh.
Doug Robb,
Doug Robb
On
from
the Adam
Hoobastank on
Friedland
Adam
show.
Friedland. Yeah.
that's awesome.
He's up there with Sarah Jessica Parker as like one of our best.
Yeah,
Um,
Doug Robb or Adam Friedland.
Doug Robb.
Okay.
Because I was saying that because Sarah Jessica Parker went on Adam Friedland.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's one of the newer episodes. It's
Oh.
very good.
Oh, awesome.
It went from he had I think Zoran is the next guest, if I'm not
Oh, really?
mistaken, I believe.
Zoran on Adam Friedland is really awesome.
It is dope. Zoran's Chapo episode, I did just revisit it because it was like 4 months ago when he was still campaigning, and tells a really funny story of the FBI showing up at his dad's house. Like Zoran's dad was, I think maybe just like protesting like some free speech shit on his college campus, and he was an immigrant.
Mhm.
So like I forget what he was protesting, but the FBI showed up at Zoran's dad's apartment, and he's like, hey, do you know who Karl Marx is? Because they were like trying to find communists at the time. He's like, no, who is he? And they're like, well, he's this guy who believes that everyone should have free healthcare and no one should be poor. And Zoran's dad is like, he sounds great. Where is he? They're like, oh no, he's dead. And he's like, oh, I'm very sorry about that. And then they clearly just realized that this guy like was not a communist, and because of that interaction, then Zoran's dad went and got like Communist Manifesto and Das Kapital, and that's where he got all his politics
That's
from.
so funny.
I was like,
wait,
that's insane.
You don't know who this really cool guy is? All right, don't look him up.
The FBI showing up at your house to tell you about Karl Marx.
Hey, we're looking
awesome.
for communists. Do you know who Karl Marx is? Okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. He's doing exactly what Trump did, which is going on all the leftist podcasts
Mhm.
that tell you not to vote and telling people to vote,
Yeah. Which is, I mean, better than any other
amazing
Democrat.
strategy. Yeah.
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 He's bothering to give a fuck about doing something. He seems like a cool guy.
We should watch the Joe Rogan Trump episode one day after we watch Heat and Heat, Miami Vice, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Zone of Interest, and then the Trump episode of Joe Rogan.
That sounds like it'll be the worst day of my life. That sounds like I'll have a terrible fucking time. That sucks. Ending it with the Joe Rogan Trump episode. That's
from the people that brought you the piano, the Hulk 9.
from the people who brought you Upstream Color, Planet Hulk. You know that guy is like mega canceled now.
Upstream Color guy?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Sexual harassment.
Is he the fourth Gilroy?
No, thank God.
Let's rate the song real quick.
Okay, yeah.
I'm giving it a 2
Yeah,
out of 10.
I'm giving it a 3.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. We did it.
Shane Carruth.
Oh, that
Yeah.
guy did Upstream Color?
Yeah.
What other movies did he do?
Primer.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah, Primer's awesome.
Fuck.
Yeah. And then he
What did he do?
Not
movies. What did he do to get canceled?
Yeah. Amy Seimetz. He was married. They were engaged. He was engaged to Amy Seimetz, and she got a restraining order against him for domestic abuse.
Damn.
So, and he denied those allegations when they came out in 2018, and then the restraining order was made permanent in 2020. And then in 2022, he was arrested for also domestic violence. So, I guess you can make primer and upstream color and then take 400 billion years to make your next movie and then get arrested for domestic violence.
What was his movie after Upstream Color?
The
Cure for Wellness?
The Dead Center. No, Cure for Wellness was Gore Verbinski.
That's right. I've never seen that movie, but
Shane Carruth did he starred in The Dead Center after that. As far as directing, though, I think he's only directed those two movies, Primer and Upstream Color. Because he doesn't have shit going on right now. Did he direct those? What the hell am I talking about? Yeah. I remember he was working on this movie with like it was called The Modern Ocean or something like that. And I remember being like pretty excited about it because it was supposed to be like this it was like Anne Hathaway and like Daniel Radcliffe and Keanu Reeves were starring in it.
That's crazy. In a Shane Carruth movie?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And
I fucking love Primer, man.
I do too. And then he had
to watch Primer soon.
He had to go like fucking beat his wife, and like it seems that is not happening anymore.
Damn.
Like cuz he doesn't really have any projects in motion.
Yeah. Shane Carruth, no motion. Shane, no motion Carruth.
Shane, no motion Carruth.
When you said his name, I was like, why do I know who that is? That's crazy.
That's Primer guy.
I've still only seen Primer. I still haven't seen Upstream Color.
I haven't either.
But
it I remember being really disappointed when it was revealed that he's a wife beater, because that like I've heard Upstream Color is amazing.
I have also heard that, yeah.
And I was like, damn, that movie came out in 2013. He's taking fucking forever to do his next movie. Turns out he was taking so long because he was beating his fucking wife. Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? He was also working on this other one called A Topiary, which is, I think about like a walking house or something.
He scored The Girlfriend Experience.
Did he?
Why?
I don't know.
Interesting.
Anyway,
whatever.
We should spin the wheel and get out
of here.
Thank you so much for listening. If you're still listening, if you're not,
fuck
then
you.
You don't know how little we talked about the song this episode. Yeah. And can you really blame us? Go listen to it for yourself. There's just not much going on.
Don't get mad at us.
Don't get mad at us. Follow Carson and I's bands at the Callous Cowboys on Instagram, at Callous Cowboys on Twitter. Follow my band at Bummer Hill on Instagram, at Bummer Hill ATL on Twitter. Follow the podcast at The Dreaded Wheel on Twitter. Subscribe to our Patreon, $5 a month. Gets you another episode whenever we do one. I think that's everything. Let's spin this damn wheel once Carson gets off IMDb, and then we'll.
I was looking at Gore Verbinski's filmography.
All right. Let's.
Babe, do you want to spin the wheel?
All right.
Hit it.
It's going. What is it? Carson has held the phone to his chest.
It's a new method I'm doing. Summer Days.
What the hell is that?
What is this?
Is this another evening out with your girlfriend song?
No. If we got two in a row, that'd be crazy.
Summer Days?
Summer Days. Hang on. Let me see what that is.
I don't
Summer
have it
Days.
in my library. What the fuck is this? Is this a Fall Out Boy song?
This is a Martin Garrix and Macklemore and Fall Out Boy song.
What?
Mm-hmm.
It's good in the morning. and she don't even know it.
Okay.
So that'll be interesting.
All right. I didn't know that this was on the wheel or that it existed.
Did you know that we have to add a song?
Yes. I remember someone mentioning.
There's
something
a
happened.
new Juice WRLD posthumous.
Oh yeah,
song
I think we talked
with,
about it briefly.
Yeah, I'm gonna add it now. It's called Best Friend.
Yeah, unfortunate, but
Everybody and their mom getting a posthumous Juice WRLD song.
Yeah,
Like,
how much material could he have possibly recorded before?
I know. What's the deal, guys?
They got to be going through voice memos at this point. It's been forever, bro.
I will say, we were down to 69 songs, and because I just had to add that new Juice WRLD song, we are back up to 70 songs.
Fuck.
Another year and a half, presuming they don't release another record before then.
Which they probably will.
Yes.
All right.
Thanks
Thanks for
everybody.
listening. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.